guys? This is the Club of the Man, 1993, coming at you. And tonight, well, I'm recording a little bit of a little string of videos here. It's going to be a marathon movie night, pretty much, on this channel, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure if all videos will get uploaded. As of course, I know my SummerSlam one will definitely take a while to get uploaded, but I've had some ideas of topic videos I've wanted to do for a while. So I'm going to try to record as many as I can tonight and get them uploaded since I don't have too much going on really over the next couple days as kind of a little bit like a breather week before things start to pick up again for me in life for an extensive period of time. But anyways, so the first thing video I wanted to do for tonight is I wanted to talk about the news this week, as it was announced earlier this week that Smackdown Live is going to be moved to Fox in October of 2019. I've been wanting to get my thoughts out there about it, but I just had a crazy week, and now that I've had some breathing room, we will discuss this now. So WWE for a while has been rumored to apparently, because their contract with USA runs out in 2019 I believe for both Raw and SmackDown. Now, I've heard rumors of Raw. Well, before this, I had heard rumors about Raw possibly going to Fox also, which I think would be a good idea personally because Fox has their nightly newscast at 10 o'clock. And I've been saying myself, I'm sure a lot of us WWE fans have been saying for how long that Raw needs to go back to 2 hours. They can't put on a consistent, great 3-hour show time in and time out again. They have done it a few times, don't get me wrong, such as the July 25th, 2016 episode of Raw. I was not there in attendance, but it took place live right here in my hometown of Pittsburgh, PA. They showed us times they can put on good shows. And then for most of, after WrestleMania, not right away, but I'd say maybe from the build of Great Balls of Fire until WrestleMania 34 this past year, Raw was at least, it wasn't perfect, but it was somewhat watchable and intriguing at least for 3 hours. It kept me there. But Raw going back to 2 hours would definitely be great. But this is not why we're here. So SmackDown apparently is moving to Fox in October of 2019. Signed a 5-year, $1 billion. WWE is going to be getting $1 billion to have SmackDown Live be on Fox. And their stock apparently went really high. It's if you invest in stock in the WWE, you probably would be in good standards right now. I don't invest in stock right now, but this is what I've heard for the most part. Now, apparently also the show is going to be moved to Fridays, for what I hear. I believe I hear that Fox will host SmackDown Live on Fridays. So what are my thoughts about this? Well, it's intriguing and it's interesting, but not as excited because I was hoping this would be Raw moving. Again, as I said before about with, Raw go back 2 hours probably if they went to Fox, as I think Raw needs this 3 hours too much. I said before, but I already talked about that. But SmackDown going to Fox would not be a bad idea at all because, it's a more publicly known station. It could draw more viewers in there, especially also, since Fox is the home of Thursday Night Football and, any big, playoff games for sports such as baseball or hockey and whatnot. So with ads and commercials, it can definitely, advertise for SmackDown to draw viewers in to watch it if it's on Fox. I think, maybe spreading out the shows a little bit more, since, it can't be a lot, having Raw and SmackDown back-to-back nights and then, 205 Live and NXT as well, all those days in a row, it could kind of burn you out. So spreading out the shows a little bit wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly. That way they don't feel, bunched up. I also wonder what would happen to 205 Live, since it usually airs right after SmackDown. Will 205 Live move to Fridays also? Or will they, just still be on Tuesday nights? Or I've heard some people express the idea of what if they have 205 Live the same night as NXT at Full Sail? Which the cruiserweights don't seem to be being used on Raw much anymore. It wouldn't hurt, honestly, to just, show 205 Live around the same time as NXT, because it's just two, refreshing hours, pretty much, of two shows, and, could, benefit from that as well. What could be problems, though, as a lot of people are probably saying, though, the biggest concern a lot of people have, though, is will SmackDown still be live on Fridays? Or will it go back to how it used to be? It was taped. It was taped Tuesday nights and it aired on Fridays due to their, touring dates, apparently, the WWE had. That's why they would do back to back nights and they would tape it on Tuesday nights and it would air live on Fridays. And then, of course, they moved to Thursdays, then moved to USA from Sci-Fi, which I'm trying to remember all channels it's been on. I saw that SmackDown's been on. I just remember Sci-Fi and USA, but so I hope that's not the case because SmackDown being live, brought more attention to the show because a lot of people would just be tempted just to read the spoilers and determine is this really worth watching at all or not, and it may just slowly bring it down. Unless if for some reason, if WWE is considering dropping the brand split, which with the stacked roster, I still think they shouldn't because it's going to create the opportunities needed for the talents. But if SmackDown's not going to be live anymore, then how's that show going to feel any important at all whatsoever? With it being live, it feels important to tune into because you don't know what's going to happen. Yes, you don't have to read spoilers, but they're out there. There's temptations. People are going to obviously check them out if they want to. That's the biggest concern I really have. And of course, it being on Friday nights, also our problem is, a lot of people go out on Friday nights. But again, they can always just tape it, whatnot. But I feel like, it could at least, gain, a good audience from it since Fox is a lot more of a popular network from it. I think when I watched Alexman's video, I was giving his thoughts also. His concern also is, and I do agree, it doesn't become part of a political campaign or something like that, since Fox is definitely a very politically focused news station also. So, he's hoping that, that doesn't rub off into SmackDown. SmackDown becomes some political biased show also, which, I can see where he's covering there, but I'm not too concerned about that in my honest opinion. Again, the main concern I just have is if SmackDown is still going to be live or not. I mean, again, I think it's going to at least spread out the shows a little bit, but I hope it's not live. Now, a few weeks ago, and I hope this is not true, but I heard a rumor also that they may consider making SmackDown 3 hours. No, too long for SmackDown. I mean, SmackDown doesn't have that much. I mean, SmackDown has less superstars than Raw, the way it is. So a 2-hour show is plenty enough, especially if Road Dogg's still right, which I don't know, because, Raw's gone downhill. SmackDown, though, has been, not perfect. I mean, they had a great show this week, though, I thought. But it's at least, a lot more watchable than it was before the recent superstar shakeup with some more depth of talent on the roster. But yeah, so I mean, I'm willing to give it a chance. I mean, again, it could be good to help draw some good ratings. Because now apparently, I think SmackDown averages near about 2.6 million viewers, pretty much. So with being on more known channel with a lot bigger audience, maybe it would help raise up the viewership a little bit. Again, also with this money, also if WWE was smart enough, maybe they would invest it in things they could bring back, like different stage sets for pay-per-views, or bring back pyro, as of course that's much missed definitely, or some other things they could look into doing. But of course, no WWE, they probably won't do that. They'll put all their money into Roman's pyro, or whatever they want to do. So I think a move to Fox is interesting for SmackDown. Not as exciting because it's not for Raw. But rumors Raw maybe stay on USA Network, but we'll see what happens in the coming weeks. But guys, those are my thoughts, though. I think I'm more so thinking I'm fine with this for SmackDown. But again, the biggest problem is I hope that it doesn't go back to being just a taped show again, just act like just a B recap show pretty much again. But if they're not going to drop the brands, that should be the case. But still, it will help SmackDown. It will hurt SmackDown if it goes back to just being taped. But what are your thoughts on SmackDown being moved to Fox starting in October 2019? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. And be sure as always to click my like and subscribe over to this channel, and follow me on Twitter as well at DemandEverybody93. And stay tuned for more to come in this channel. I've got plenty more videos to come this weekend. So until then, guys, have a great night. Peace out, everybody.